What do we think, handsome man? Ooh, many a chuffs, many a chuffs. I am happy to receive them. I can only imagine. Our wonderful TWS supporters are more than happy to receive some tiger chuffs from the one, the only White Tiger brothers, Simon and Jeremy. That's Jeremy here, scraping off a little dusting of snow that we got last night. Still haven't got the big one, as they say. We've gotten the big one in terms of cold temperatures. Eesh. But nonetheless, happy to be tuning in on a Friday with you all and some of our rescue residents that you all do so much to support. I will admit, I'm going to lay some ground rules, Jeremy. I am wearing gloves right now, so there might not be a whole lot of zooming. I'm going to do my best to try to keep up with some of the comments and pan through them. But if I'm going to kind of pull my mulligan card, I'm going to do my best to keep my gloves on, because my fingers get cold, Mr. Simon, Mr. Jeremy. Amanda Shell, thanks for joining us. Saying afternoon to the handsome boys. Lisa Parker's here. Maria Vaughn's here. Hey, Kathy Barton. Hope all is well. These guys are kind of doing their morning trots. You might see Tigress Pandora doing the same. We know that these White Tiger brothers like sharing a little daily cardio with the collective apple of their eye, Tigress Pandora, across the way. Janet Davis is here. She's exclaiming how happy she is that she finally caught a live. Awesome to hear that, Janet. There's Mr. Jeremy showing you how he has 24/7 access to his temperature-controlled indoor bedroom. And obviously 2 tigers mean 2 bedrooms. Here's Pandora kind of filing her way up too. And then obviously Mr. Jeremy, who truthfully kind of likes this weather, him and his brother. They get to go romp around and enjoy their habitat. It's always a good kind of show, or maybe just kind of a test of, what the cats think of the winter weather. And I look at Jeremy and Simon's habitat. There's Simon way across the way. And just about every single inch of it has tiger footprints on it. I can look at Indy's yard. Every single inch of that yard has been trampled. Same with Nova. Some of the more cats who are welcoming of the snow and cold. Hey, Brie MacArthur, glad to have you with us. Robin Enos is here. Hey, Mr. Jer Bear. And here comes Mr. Simon across the way. And so happy to have everyone tuned in on this Friday. As always, it's been a busy week, but we kind of got to summarize some things during our Wildcat wrap-up yesterday, that happens every Thursday. I got to jump in on the action, boys and gal, and Tammy and I got to talk some sanctuary updates, cat updates, and just all things TWS, which is always awesome. Yeah, are you talking, Mr. Simon? Are you doing a little talking? Shadow was romping around for just a little bit, but like I said, it's a cooler morning, so I think that she went into her indoor bedroom, and who can knock her? What's this, your little disc toys? Got some snow on it, Mr. Simon? Your brother's going to want to play with it, too. Carrie Miller mentioning that she really enjoyed yesterday's Wildcat wrap-up format, kind of an interview style. I enjoyed it too. I always love, obviously I'm lucky that I get to work with Tammy every day, and anytime where her and I get to share a rapport with one another, always makes my day even better. So I couldn't agree more, and maybe we can try to institute that format a little bit more. Look, get ready for a big tiger jump. Boom. Nice job. Whoa. So, I'm about 6 feet tall. That platform that Mr. Simon just jumped onto, Jeremy's settling down under this platform over here. That platform's at least 6.5, 7 feet tall. So, as always, we love looking for, kind of that wild prowess within our wild residents, and we often look at those big teeth, those big claws, but just look at the power and the muscle that they have. Mr. Simon being able to leap up like that, I could guarantee you he could go even higher if he wanted to. I'll zoom in a little bit here on a sleepy Mr. Jeremy. As I mentioned, I'm gonna, in the words of Frank Sinatra. I'm gonna do it my way. I gotta embarrass myself once a live post. I'm gonna do it my way. It is cold. I'm keeping the gloves on, so the zooming might be kept to a minimum, but we can get a little zoom in on a sleepy tiger here. Faith Warner's checking in from a sunny Wellington, Florida. Hope all is well, Faith. Susan Mensa's here. Maria Vaughn's clocking in at 6'2". Hip hip hooray! Ooh, I like this, Emily Rose. How have I not used this cat pun yet? That is hip hip and then a Purray. Hip hip hooray. Made alive. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you for that message, Emily, and glad to have you on this live post. Lisa Parker's curious, is the Ukraine Pride enjoying playing in the snow again this year? Well, Lisa, if I was going to speak frankly, I think they're kind of wondering where all that snow is that they got to play in last year. I mean, just looking at, kind of some of the, time capsule photos of them in our iCloud or just photos and video on my computer. Those little lion cubs were being overshadowed by the depth and the amount of snow in their habitat. We were plowing pathways for them, and as they would walk down those pathways, the snow would be practically at where their head is. So obviously last year our snow totals were much different at this point in the season than this year. So I think that they're missing out on it a little bit. We got a kind of dose of snow earlier in October, if anyone remembers. We got about 6 or 7 inches. So that gave them some room to kind of fluff up that white stuff and get it going. I think when they see that snow flying kind of across their nose and past their head, it kind of is just like your dog gets when they get into some deep snow. It just triggers the zoomies, and they are having a time of their life. Ooh, chilly fingers. About 82 people joining us today, so happy to have all of you along. You're tuned in live to the Wildcat Sanctuary. Visiting with some of our rescued residents. That's Tiger Simon, right across the way in his free-roaming habitat, and he is lives with his brother, white tiger Jeremy, who is napping under his platform over here. These boys are just cruising around. We got to see them do a little socializing with Tigress Pandora over here. I think we might see in just a moment. There she is. And just a typical day of living wild at heart, where our rescues get to make choices of their own. These boys are out here kind of romping around, enjoying a morning, socializing, like I said, being lazy, doing cat stuff. Oops, see, now the fingers don't want to zoom out. Doing cat stuff. Obviously, they hear the rumble of a caretaker UTV. Yeah, and that's why you sprung up from your platform, mister. Woo, I got a cold nose, Simon. Woo, yowzer. Maybe if internet is willing, we could go check in on Tao, the bobcat, and Winona, the tiger. I would love to see Miss Winona and Miss Tao. It seems like internet has been kind to us this morning, so I'm not afraid to risk it for a biscuit. Simon? Ooh, good chuffs. Good chuffs, handsome man. Glad we got to spend some time with you. Ooh, I'm going to re-glove as I walk. Tammy mentioned that Rescue Canada Lynx's Miko and Ripley are going to be doing a habitat flip-flop with Buddy, or rather Buddy the Bobcat's over there. This is Bobcat Bogart. A lot of B's on the mind here. Bobcat Bogart right here is going to do the old switcheroo with Miko and Ripley, with them coming down here to Cougar Cove. And Bogart, hopefully, maybe finding some kinship in Kaya, who was also included in that rescue. So just to give a little context to some of the things that Tammy was talking about during her wrap-up yesterday, and that being a great example. I got another great example. You're okay, Jackie. The caretakers are so kind to me. They see that I'm doing a live post, but as you can tell, Tao right here, she thinks that Jackie and her UTV is about the best thing ever. You can come over, Jackie. That's totally fine. Them being respectful of me, but I want to be respectful of them and their duties. Oh, and she's doing the full reverse, Tao. But a great example of how they're going to trump Judson. Tao, I scared her off. I'm sorry. She'll be back. And I'm not sure it was feeding time just yet. I think that she was swinging through here to go to somewhere else. But we'll check in with Winona over here. And sorry again if I'm missing some of your comments. Hey, I'm gloved up as my little digits are cold this morning, Winona. And I appreciate everyone's patience. I'm sure social media interns and our volunteers are helping you get to some of your comments and questions too. Hey, pretty girl. You give this such good chuffs, I can tell you're in a little bit of a predatory mode right now. Let's see, these gloves let me kind of manipulate the screen a little bit. Steep J is getting excited that he caught a snowy live. Glad to have you with us, Steep. That's a cool name too. Here's Tao kind of shuffling down her habitat wall. Looks like Shadow made it out of her indoor bedroom as well. Kind of pretty typical dance for the cats. They know that feeding time's coming soon. The buzz of the UTVs around certainly indicate that as well. And you got a grumbling tummy perhaps as well. And I think Winona, she says, I think I always have a grumbly tummy no matter how much you feed me. I could eat everyone out of house and home if I had it my way. You tigers would do that, wouldn't you? Whoa, what do we got here? What do we have here? Holy, we got a tiger angel. I don't think we've had a tiger angel yet this year. We know snow angels, but not tiger angels. You know, it's certainly something, if you're new to the Wildcat Sanctuary, new to maybe wildcats in general and wildcat vocalizations, you might think of a tiger and that they might only be limited to, a small handful of noises. Maybe you think of a roar. Maybe you're aware of what a tiger chuff is. But I think Winona here was just giving a good example of kind of what we call here at the Wildcat Sanctuary as a tiger moo. I think she likes giving some kind of moans and groans, and that's just another way of her vocalizing and just telling us what's what. All right, pretty gal. Yeah, you're just in stalk mode. She says, does he have food? Okay, he doesn't. Let me stalk him. Let me stalk him. I'm going to go around the corner and see if we can link up with White Tiger Thor Jr. I would love to see that handsome dude as well on today's live post. See if I can get into any comments while I'm walking and talking. Ellen Simmons saying she loves her tiger moos. I cannot deny that, Ellen. A lot of mooing in the comments here. Talk to me, Winona, says Betty. Winona, you do a lot of talking. You do a lot of talking, pretty girl. And Thor, I heard him causing a ruckus with his ball earlier this morning. But right now, I'm wondering if Pandora has the trump card. Tiger's Pandora's across the way, and Thor often likes trying to garner her attention as well. Are you coming down to say hi? He says, yeah, I will. Well, thank you, Mr. Thor Jr., because I'm having trouble zooming. And Thor Jr., we know, was rescued from the infamous Tiger King Park. Maybe I can see if I can go down his alleyway. Rescued from the infamous Tiger King Park in May of 2021. And Thor Jr. has been living a heck of a lot different life than what he knew at the Tiger King Park. And Thor is, would be Alana and Aurora, who were part of that rescue. Of course, we don't want to forget Liger, Alyssa, and all of those cats living, like I said, a much, much different life than they were at the Tiger King Park. And I think you can kind of slice that in a bunch of different ways. Oh, the UTV did pull up, which means I am out of cats. Thor Jr. went in his bedroom. I saw Pandora go in her bedroom. So I'm going to make a U-turn. But anyways, those cats just standing as a great testament of of the life that they had before and the life that they have now, and what your support did to rescue them, and what it's doing to see them through their new rescued life. That's a big thing, Mr. Thor Jr., and we are so fortunate for it. And I apologize, it's probably not the most appealing, all the sniffling that's happening here, but such is life in the cold winter months. All right, let's see here. Where could we try to end with a little cat action? I think I would like to maybe shoot across the way to Cougar Cove, and maybe we can check in with Eurasian Lynx Beauty, say hi to her, and perhaps wrap up our live post for this Friday. Had fun, everyone, though. Good times with Jeremy and Simon. A little glimpse of Tao. Some patented moos. Alright. Looks like they're going to be getting into Bobcat Bogarts here as well. It's one of the cool things of being able to do these sanctuary strolls is obviously, it's great hearing kind of firsthand live insight on the cats that you guys do so much to support, but I think more than I could ever try to articulate, being able to see and hear the work that's unfolding throughout our day, every day here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. You're good, Max. Although, just like that, sometimes I get a little bit of a deer in the headlights look. They see, don't give up on me now, Internet. Don't give up on me now. We just got here. All right. We're back, everyone. We'll hiccup there as we made the jump over to Cougar Cove. Ellen Simmons mentioning how they're all lined up. Such is the way when cats are wanting food. I think it's funny to see, and I'm sure many of you can kind of sympathize. The same dance that everyone goes into their indoor bedroom. The same dance happens with your domestic cats at home. They know when feeding time is coming. They start circling up and sometimes even tripping over them. I find myself doing that with my cat at home when she's hungry. So a fun little parallel between the wild and domestic. I think we're going to walk over here, say hi to Beauty. I'm going to flip down my glove and troll through some comments. Oh, Brianna, I didn't even see you down here, pretty girl. Were you and Beauty enjoying some peaceful morning conversations with one another? I think so. It's Bobcat Brianna and Eurasian Lynx Beauty. Big size difference between the two. Obviously the species difference, with Beauty being the larger of the two, and Beauty having a still similar bobtail. Her bobtail is going to be a little bit larger. That bobtail I often love, distinguishable than a bobcat. But typical Beauty, she's a social gal. She's got her whole free roaming habitat back that direction, but she wants to pair up along the shared wall. Give a shout out to Ramsey, give a shout out to Brianna, and that's one of the cool things that I think I really love about our habitats, and you guys often identify it as, well, maybe the cats can't live together. Some of them for one reason or another, but some of them have shared walls, and so they get their socialization in some capacity, in one way or the other. So I think that's pretty cool, and I love seeing that. Yeah, were you in little bobcat bonding with Brianna? Yeah, pretty girl, I hear you. I hear you. I hear some huffing and some purring. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, everyone, I'm glad that we truthfully got a good live post in. You know, knock on wood as I'm kind of doing my outro here, but the internet didn't get a hold of us like it normally does, and that makes me happy. It means that we get some worry-free visits with the cats that you do so much to support. I'm going to see if I can get a glimpse of the 5 wild. I think Denoma's up on the mound. I love the mounds. Perches, platforms, caves, and mounds. So many different features in the habitats here. It's just so awesome what you guys allow us to do. All right, Denoma's leaving his mound. Oh, he's getting a little claw scratching. Here's Noah exiting a cave here. This looks like the 5 wild group has a busy morning of getting up to no good. And we wouldn't have it any other way, Mr. Handsome Noah. Alrighty. Well, everyone, it's Friday. It's the end of the week. And thank you for making it another wonderful week of living wild at heart for 150 rescued cats. Yowzer, that's just so incredible. And hoping that you all will join us next week. It's going to be a little warmer. And I could never, ever let a comment like this pass by. Dree is asking, how do we donate? Well, Drew, that's a great question and a very important question, as we here at the Wildcat Sanctuary are nonprofit, and everything that you've seen on this live post is supported by people like you. So how can you donate? There's tons of different ways to donate. The first one would be right here on this post, Facebook button, or Facebook has an awesome shiny donate button that we're able to attach to our posts. Maybe you want to go to our website at wildcatsanctuary.org. In the top right hand corner, you'll see a big donate button. Or maybe you want to do it the old-fashioned way. You can always mail and call us. Call us at 320-245-6871. As well as we're on Venmo at Wildcat Sanctuary. That's how I like doing it. That's how I pay for anything when I'm getting something out of the gift shop or whatever. Venmo has been an awesome and sneaky and really easy and accessible way to support us too. So I can never let something like that slip by. I always need to answer questions on how people can continue to make a difference for the cats here. And with that, Mr. Noah, you have a wonderful weekend. I hope our supporters have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you back here at the Wildcat Sanctuary on Monday.